Hi, Dr. Thornton. This is Jennifer Crawford. I'm really dreading this, and I'm sure you probably remember from my 2-minute video that this is something that's very stressful for me. But I'm going to try to get through it. 5 minutes. Okay, so start out talking about why I chose chapter 5, A Purposeful Pause. I just want to interject here that I have really enjoyed this book, and it was really hard. I really struggled between chapter 5 and chapter 7. I'm pretty sure it was chapter 7. It was the chapter with the walking, that and the reason I really liked chapter 7 also was the illustration that Dr. Martirano gave us, about the walk that where they saw the eagles. And I really did love that example about how it illustrated that when we're in too big of a hurry, as we're walking by, they could have missed something just majestic. And I really love that example of taking a purposeful pause. That's why I guess I went ahead and went with chapter 5, the purposeful pause, because I believe that is still what they did inside their walking meditation, was take that purposeful pause to stop and soak in their moment. And so that is why I decided to stick with chapter 5. But I really did love that illustration in chapter 7. Okay, I gotta get through this. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I took out a quote from Dr. Maturano's book. If you're like most of us, you can become so accustomed to constant busyness, going through the motions of meetings, calls, and conversations that you are only partly attentive most of the time and completely inattentive some of the time. I really chose this quote because back when we were in chapter 5, I really loved this. And the part that I would pull out would be that you were only partly attentive most of the time. That really struck out to me. I was like, wow, the majority of our time we're only paying half attention. That was really something for me to ponder. Okay, these are some other things I pulled out. Now, my 3 extra articles that I pulled out. Actually, 2 of them were Dr. Martirano as well, one from 2019 and one from 2020, and then this one right here from Hyman. But these are some more quotes that I pulled from chapter 5 that I thought were pretty noteworthy. We have a national, if not worldwide, epidemic of continuous partial attention. Again, with that partial attention, I really, that drives home to me. This is the one from my extra article. For many of us, the strongest current we face is the flood of thoughts and reactions filling our mental space and making us distracted or preoccupied. I just really honed in on the distractions there. It seems as if I'm running on automatic without much awareness of what I am doing. That is so true. And Dr. Martirano also points out in this chapter 5, that what it boiled down to, I think, when she was doing, and she was speaking to all of her participants, that they just really needed space. They needed the time and space in their day where they could do everything that they were charged to do. These are also 2 quotes I liked. What actually is a purposeful pause? The first one is from the book. It's a moment in the day when you notice the swirl and choose to intentionally pay attention. And this one was also from her 2020 article I read, and it's like 2020 vision. Of course, it's attached. And it's a mini break allowing us the space to reset and recenter, and interrupts the fog that gathers when we're on autopilot. I really liked that. These are some things I wanted to throw in there. If your mind is speeding to the future or is caught up in the past, take a purposeful pause. I feel like that is something that we do all day. Like they're talking about when you leave a meeting, you're thinking about all the stuff you could have said, or you should have said, and or we get caught up with what we did do, weeks ago, months ago, years ago. So, just stop and reflect. Focus on your breath. That has helped me a lot. I'm probably going to go over a little bit over my 5 minutes. Focusing on my breath during this class, I have learned how to do that. This next one, there's no need to close your eyes or sit in a meditation posture. Just take a purposeful pause. And this doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be, like strike a yoga pose here. You can do it anywhere. That's what I'll let here. You can do it anytime, anywhere, walking from one, like I do a lot of this when walking from my classroom to the copier. This is from an article from Dr. Marciano, 2019. Purposeful pauses allow us to be more fully present, and that presence is felt by others around us. It feels like respect, true collaboration, and caring. I bolded those, or made those actually a little bigger, because I relate to that. When people really pay attention and put their stuff down and listen to you, there's an air of respect there. Okay, this is some stuff I want to throw in there. That's my son. Those are my dogs, and that's my desk. I've started clearing my desk every day before I leave, and just coming into a nice, fresh, clean slate every day. I want to go ahead and skip there because I'm running over. So anyway, I wanted to talk about, I have taken purposeful pauses with my director. She is temporarily gone. She's interim somewhere else. I take purposeful pauses with cleaning my desk. I just said that. Purposeful pauses with my family. That's why I wanted to include those. I've been really intentional with making time for them. And then my next one, it says purposeful pauses while driving to work in silence. I read that in 2 of Dr. Mark Toronto's articles, and I wanted to share something with you. This picture I took in 2017, and it is on my drive to work. I have been doing this driving to work and driving home from work in silence for years, and my kids have always hated it, but I'm kind of like, no, once y'all get out of the car, I need a moment. And so I think if I didn't, I would miss this beautiful view. I mean, that's what I look at every morning on my way to work. And I just wanted to share that with you, Dr. Thornton. I apologize I've gone over my time, and I hope I don't get dinged for that, but I have truly enjoyed your class, and I'm hoping that maybe I'll get to throw some more things at you in those other 2 videos we're going to do. And I appreciate your kindness and helpfulness so much. Thank you so much.